So this last family is that of numerals, punctuation and the ampersand. The ampersand is of course the letters ET, which is and, Latin ET. And they didn't have an elaborate ampersand in medieval times. It was a very restrained one. In fact, it is what's called the Tyronian et. Tyro was the secretary of Cicero. He was a slave and then a freed man, and he developed a system of shorthand for taking down Cicero's words. And obviously it wasn't quite as elaborate as this. And if you're doing that pattern in the family, as you'll see on the letters based on the letter V and the Z, then you might want to do two narrow lines rather than one solid one. And you press within the stroke and use the left-hand corner of the nib to take that over like that. So punctuation is really just based on this diamond shape, and you would just emphasize the diamonds for your colon, semicolon, inverted commas. Really you can't, perhaps you can Gothicize them like that. An apostrophe you could make like that. An exclamation mark you can make quite Gothic. And perhaps make the question mark slightly angular rather than smooth curves. And not much you can do really with a hyphen. So it is that. Now in terms of numerals, of course, in medieval times they used Roman numerals. So all of these are made up, and essentially it's just ordinary numerals, but you just slightly angular them, make them a little bit more Gothic. It's quite difficult to... How do you Gothicize a 4? Not that easy. Perhaps we'll put a fishtail on the bottom. There we are. Make that a little bit Gothic-y. It is just angling. Do you want to put a little one of those strokes there? I don't know that we can angle a 7 that much. I'm not succeeding very well with an 8. Now that's a particularly poor 8. The top part of an 8 should be, the top bowl should be smaller than the bottom bowl. You can see here I had to go below the line for X height to make that bowl larger, but it should look smaller than the bottom bowl, and then a Gothicized 9. We'll do the best we can on that. There we go. So slightly Gothic-y numbers, but if you can, it's a good idea to avoid using numbers in Gothic manuscripts, but of course you can't always have that as a choice.